Wilder's got a big right hand, I've got a great left hand. So it's going to be a matchup of a great boxing match, and that's the one that everyone wants to see.
Look, we all know that Deontay Wilder is no longer in his prime, but I still find the fight interesting, and I imagine the reason you do too is because he's one of the biggest names of your era.
It's biggest names. This is man last 10 year top fighter. I think for me it's a great fight.
Anyone can beat anyone in boxing. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm 2019-0 and this man's won 39 fights. It doesn't matter. It's heavyweight boxing. Small glove on. I've seen this man knock out many men before. Anyone who lands properly will go. There's no such thing as having this unbelievable chin and whatever else. If you hit right, you'll go, that's it.
The heavyweight scene is heating up as Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora prepare for their epic clash, sparking bold predictions from top boxing experts.
Just seen that Chisora and Deontay Wilder are going to do a fight. I think this is a great fight. You know, I've fought both of these men 3 times each, actually. Just thought of that. And I think it's a very, very good fight. But on this one, I'm going to go with my boy, Del Boy, War Chisora for a stoppage. Get up there, Derek!
Anthony Joshua has openly shared his pick for the upcoming clash, saying he hopes Derek Chisora comes out on top against Deontay Wilder. Joshua's support highlights his respect for Chisora's experience and toughness, believing the veteran has what it takes to handle Wilder's formidable power inside the ring.
Old school granite chins, do you know what I mean? I don't think either of them can knock each other out. But I want Chisora to win. I think it'll be better in terms of boxing skill, and I think they'll be a little bit more cautious because they know what they can kind of do. They gave it a lot and it took a lot out of them last time, so I'm sure they won't want to go through that exact same punishment. So I think there's going to be a lot more better boxing. I think when it sparks, it's one of them ones that it's going to...
Alexander Usyk has thrown his support behind Deontay Wilder, even admitting that Wilder might have more raw punching power than him. Usyk praised Wilder's knockout ability, emphasizing that despite criticism, his sheer strength keeps him a serious threat in the heavyweight division.
Deontay Wilder is one of the biggest punchers in heavyweight history.
Я уже понял. Maybe, but maybe.
Prince Oakley offered his expert insight on the upcoming clash between Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora, suggesting that Chisora's constant pressure and inside fighting tactics could give him the upper hand.
Better version of Wilder than last time out, but I believe one man's grit, pressure, and somehow one man's physically and mentally declined less, and that man is Derek Chisora. I think Derek's style's all wrong for Wilder, especially at this stage in his career when he's gun shy. Even at his best, he never liked corner fighters. I think Derek takes him into deep waters.
Recent discussions about Deontay Wilder have focused on his cautious and hesitant approach in bouts against Zhao Zheng and Joseph Parker. This is unusual for a fighter known for his explosive power and aggressive style. While external factors may have affected his performances, it's important to consider the bigger picture. Wilder's losses have only come against elite, top-level opponents, the very best in the sport. At this level, even a small lapse in confidence or timing can change the outcome. The question now is whether Wilder is declining or simply facing the toughest challenges of his career. One thing is clear, dismissing him completely would be a serious mistake.
For Zhang, I seen him at the public workout. He was giving it bomb squad. I thought he was back, but in the ring, he wasn't the same. He was gun shy. Big Bang Zhang made him think he was Michael Jackson, giving it the spin, and then we're all seeing what happened. Good night. And again, it wasn't much better when he fought Joseph Parker. It went the distance, but again he was gun shy, and he was more like Forrest Gump. He just ran. He did claim to have issues, and he says he's better now, so we'll see. And I do get it as a fighter. Sometimes you have things going on outside of boxing which affect the boxing. And I think sometimes the fans forget we're just human, not robots. And yes, I know everyone's got a sob story, but my point is you can have some bad performances and get back on track. I just think in boxing people are very quick to write you off. In football, you don't have a few bad games and people say to retire. The fact is, he's only lost to good fighters. Tyson Fury, arguably the second best heavyweight in the world. Again, Joseph Parker's a great fighter, top 5. Big Bang Zhang, as the name suggests, he's got power, he's very technical, and he's a southpaw. It's a dangerous combination. The problem he's got no gas tank. But for didn't speak for 5 or 6 rounds.
John Fury made a bold prediction, saying he would wager £10,000 that Derek Chisora's pressure and aggression will dominate Deontay Wilder. Fury believes Chisora's toughness and relentless style will heavily impact Wilder's gradually fading power, and this fight could also be a major statement for Chisora.
He's not an Hall of Famer. He's not. It's just that Tyson wasn't himself in them 2 fights because he was past his best. Wilder had done him. Wilder can't walk. What he has, and I'll have a little bet now, 10 grand. Old Chisora will walk straight through Wilder with his hands high. He'll be over.
I'm with you, mate.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Shalom made a bold and slightly controversial comment on the fight. He said it's surprising that Derek Chisora is still competing at such a high level. He also suggested that Deontay Wilder now looks completely finished and should seriously consider retirement. This statement could shock fans, as Wilder was once considered one of the most dangerous punchers in the heavyweight division. The question now is Wilder really nearing the end of his career, or will he stage a strong comeback?
I can't believe we're still speaking about Derek Chisora. Incredible renaissance. I remember a couple of years ago even looking at fights and certain broadcasters saying, please be careful, Derek should retire. And he's gone on and he's beaten fighters and he's come back. I think for me, one fighter that should have retired is Deontay Wilder. So I think, look, both of them at the end of their careers, I think Chisora's got a lot more left than Deontay Wilder, I have to say. And
I think Wilder's a spent force.
I'm surprised to see him in the ring, to be honest.
Really?
He's earned a huge amount of money. Yeah, I'm surprised, but fair play to him. You know, he obviously thinks he's got something left in him, but if you look at his last 2 or 3 fights, he really looks completely finished.
Wow. I know you're not that interested in how it goes. Is that because of your spat with Deontay?
I just think he's a moron. I think his behaviour was moronic. But the outcome, I think, probably, I would say it's a turd of a fight and has no substance to it. But the thing is, that would be under...
Chris Algieri shared his prediction, saying, I'm going with Derek Chisora. He believes Chisora's relentless pressure and inside aggression will create serious challenges for Deontay Wilder. Algieri also highlighted that Chisora's toughness and non-stop pressure have tested elite fighters before, such as his impressive performance against Alexander Usyk.
Robert, I'm leaning Chisora. I just think that he's just so durable. He's so physical. He's a big heavyweight. Deontay Wilder's never been big for the weight. You know, he's usually in the 2 teens. You know, 214, 215. We've seen him get a little bit heavier, but he wasn't as dangerous there. But he's always got that right hand, and that thing is a missile. And if he connects, I don't care who you are. He's knocked out. He'll knock out anybody. I used to always joke he'll knock out a dinosaur because the right hand that he has is heavy duty. But Chisora, man, he's so rough and physical. He gave Usyk hell when Usyk first came up. I don't know if you remember that, Robert. Chisora and Usyk, he gave him hell for the beginning of that fight. So I think it's going to be a rough and tumble fight. I do lead towards Chisora, which I'm shameful. I'm not going with the U.S. heavyweight. We have so few. But
both fighters, this isn't just about winning. It's a survival challenge for their careers. Deontay Wilder, once considered one of boxing history's most dangerous punchers, has experienced a noticeable dip in form in recent years. On the other hand, Derek Chisora has shown a strong late-career comeback, re-establishing his presence and dominance in the ring.
I mean, which way is everyone leaning? I feel like everyone's leaning the way of Derek Chisora. I think people are looking at Wilder's most recent performances, not the Tyrell Herndon one, but the one before that against Zhilei Zhang, before that against Joseph Parker. Obviously there is Helenius knockout victory sort of sandwiched in between that and the Fury defeats, but we haven't seen the Wilder for a very, very, very long time. Whereas Chisora is actually coming off 3 consecutive wins. It does feel like those wins are years ago because we don't see Chisora as active as he used to be, but that's going to happen when you approach 50 fights. You're going to slow down a bit. But he's coming off an Otto Volin win, a Joe Joyce win, a Gerald Washington win, and each time I think the level has increased. So Chisora's coming off some good wins, some relatively good wins. Wilder's coming off some relatively bad performances. So I guess you look at that and it seems a shoo-in that Chisora gets it done and he drowns Wilder, right? Chisora in that kind of suffering on your chest where...
Derek Chisora has confirmed that his upcoming fight against Deontay Wilder in April will be the final chapter of his legendary career. With his 50th fight, Chisora insists this will be his last bout. At 42, he has repeatedly said it's time to leave boxing after this demanding journey. Chisora acknowledged the toll boxing has taken on his body, but emphasized he wants to exit the sport with dignity and respect. His team and longtime supporters backed this decision, recognizing that his age and the physical demands make this farewell fight even more meaningful. As he prepares for his final career fight, Chisora's focus is on ending his career with an unforgettable performance.
Oh, go back. Well, I'm in. I'm done. You say this is it. I'm done with dealing with you. I'm a married man. Leave me alone. I'm finished with you. You don't go back because because that's when you get
risks.
Risks. Yeah.
You're talking about risks.
Yeah. So no.
So you've I'd say woken up to. We've talked about this many times. You and I remember you telling me once, when I'm dead and gone, when I'm 6 foot under, they'll have to put extra nails in the coffin to stop me crawling out of fighting again.
Yeah, but no, not anymore. No, I'm just.
How do you know that? How do you know what's in you that you know that?
Because you just know. You know, in life, you know when your relationship is running out of time. You know, you try to fight for it, but you know it's done. You as a man, you just know.
Why is it the right fight with Deontay, the last one? Is it because you're both at 50, you're both iconic figures?
Because he's an American. I only boxed 2 Americans in my life. Malik Scott, Gerald Washington, and Deontay Wilder now. And it's a big puncher, and he's never boxed in London.
Nikisa Bidarian shared her thoughts on the Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder showdown, praising the fight's promotion. She said promoters have done an outstanding job connecting this matchup to a younger audience, using modern platforms and storytelling to generate interest beyond traditional boxing fans. Bidarian emphasized that fights like this benefit greatly from strong digital engagement, keeping the heavyweight division relevant and exciting. Even though opinions on the fight's outcome are divided, she believes the buzz generated shows that effective promotion can turn any unexpected matchup into a must-watch event.
Versus Derek Chisora. Where are you on this fight, Nikisa?
I think, look, it's an exciting, end of career journey for 2 heavyweights that made a real impact within the sport. So from an entertainment perspective, to your point, I think it's a great matchup for the fans. And I think, the promoter of the event does a good job of connecting it to the young demographic as well. So you get a bit of both in terms of that. And that was the success of Paul Tyson's. It was 6 different generations. So Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder doesn't mean a lot to a 14-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 22-year-old. But because of who the promoter is in Misfits Pro, they're able to connect with.
Deontay Wilder confirmed that if he wins against Derek Chisora, he will continue his boxing career and stay focused on his long-term goal of unifying the heavyweight division. Despite being 40, Wilder says he feels refreshed and physically strong. He has paid special attention to his diet and lifestyle, improving his energy, recovery, and overall performance. Wilder believes that age is just a number. He still has the full capability to compete at the top level.
I think great fights, so I'm looking forward to my version of me being healed back and being better. I need someone like Derek to bring everything he got, and I needed to be out of my comfort zone, in a different location and place, and here I am, so God is good, he's amazing, and things don't happen, for no reason. I think all things happen for a reason, and we'll see what the reason behind.
Deontay Wilder made it clear that his entire focus is solely on Derek Chisora. He has deliberately avoided analyzing or thinking about other fighters, so all his mental and physical energy is dedicated to this fight. This single-minded focus reflects his seriousness, not just for the upcoming challenge, but also his respect for Chisora's abilities. Wilder is fully determined to perform at his highest level.
Deontay Wilder in a ring. If you get the victory on Saturday, do we see him again?
Most definitely. I'm here for the long run. The things, like I said, my goal is to unify the division. And I won't stop until I do that. At least that's what my body is telling me at this moment in time. I am 40, but I feel 19, I have added a lot of things to my diet. I never was a bad eater. I never intaked a lot of bad things, but I have added to allow me to feel this way, Certain people get to a certain age and they feel they're getting older, which you are. Every year you get a certain age. You can't control it every year, but you can control how you feel inside. And as human beings, we get lazy because we want other people to fix us instead of we fixing ourselves. And for me, I like to fix myself. I like to put the things that that I know that will benefit me and have me feeling energized, have me feeling great every morning and every night, you know. So
Derek Chisora openly admitted that facing Deontay Wilder will be one of the toughest challenges of his career. Chisora, known for his grit and forward pressure, understands that Wilder's power, one of the most dangerous in heavyweight history, is a serious threat few fighters can control. Both fighters have kept a friendly tone in recent media appearances, but Chisora has not underestimated the difficulty of this fight. He believes Wilder's knockout ability and unpredictable timing demand full respect and thorough preparation. At 42 and approaching his possible final fight, Chisora sees this bout as a war, a fight that may push him through the hardest test of his career.
Be the hardest fight of your career?
Yes.
Why do you think that? Because you fought some of the best fighters in the world already.
This won't be how long because he wants to win and I want to win. So we'll see. And he's a very stubborn guy.
The heavyweight division at the moment is busy. There's lots of fights happening, big names. If you win on Saturday, there are going to be... You'll say no to those big fights that are going to be put on the table in front of you.
Yeah. Deontay Wilder clarified that his heavyweight showdown with Derek Chisora is not just another fight. It's a pivotal moment in his career. Wilder openly admits that he needs this fight more than Chisora does. He sees Chisora as a perfect challenge to prove he still belongs at the top heavyweight level. Having overcome past injuries and setbacks, Wilder's confidence is high. He expects a motivated and dangerous Chisora and welcomes the intensity because it pushes him to deliver his best performance. For Wilder, this fight is not a tune-up. He believes that beating Chisora convincingly could reopen major opportunities and confirm his place among the elite heavyweights once again.
I've told the world I need Derek more than Derek needs me.
Over 10 years in the making.
Most definitely. It's been over 10 years in the making for sure. I mean, we're talking about before being a champion. I was supposed to fight Derek. I was supposed to follow him in December of last year, and then again in February, and now we're here in April. Well, I need Derek more than Derek needs me. Because of what I'm trying to do with myself and my career, you know, Derek, he says that this is his retirement fight. And for me, I have other adventures that I want to carry on after this fight. So with that being said, you know that he's Energizer Bunny in the ring, non-stop, consistent, come. And I'm gonna need that pressure. And he throws everything in the kitchen sink at you. He don't care where you hit you. And that's what I'm gonna need at the end of the day to feel that I'm properly.
Deontay Wilder has repeatedly emphasized that he and Derek Chisora share a respectful and cordial relationship outside the ring. Even while preparing for their London showdown, neither fighter has underestimated the other. But Wilder highlighted their mutual respect and camaraderie, built on years of boxing experience. In public appearances and media events, both have shown friendly behavior, smiles, jokes, and warm interactions. This shows that their personal relationship isn't rooted in animosity. However, once the bell rings, friendship will be set aside, and both will compete with full intensity. A mix of respect and rivalry that defines elite boxing matchups.
Our good friend, if you do beat him and you send him into retirement, we almost feel quite sad to be the one to do it.
Not at all, not at all. I mean, we understand what we signed up for. We understand the mission. You know, may the best man win. When you're friends in this business and you fight, you become closer friends, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking forward to, you know, after this, just becoming even more closer. Maybe spending more time over here. I come over here, you see me, you'll see Derek.
And what I love about this fight is you guys got on the phone and actually made it happen yourself. No promoters, no managers. How did those conversations go? And is this something that boxers of the new generation can learn from?
They can very well learn from everything that we're doing in this process of promoting a fight. To take a page out of our book of what we're doing and how we're promoting. As we see, we're two grown men. We're loving fathers. And we know how to conduct ourselves in a surrounding that's fit for us to conduct ourselves. When we get in the ring, it's going to be a different thing. It's going to be a total. I'm telling you that right now. I know.
Question now is, who will win? Deontay Wilder's devastating knockout power or Derek Chisora's relentless pressure? What's your take?